I'm not even sure if this is streaming or not. Let's see. How do I check it? Oh. There we are. Let me see. Is it working? There we are. Let me see. Is it working? Yeah. It's working. But I think that there's two microphones connected at the same time for some reason. No, just mute that. Okay, so I don't know. I just wanted to test this out, see if it worked, see how everything sounded, see if it sounded pretty good. Feliz día, Carva Geek. Feliz día a ti también, honestly. Welcome. So, I'm not very sure how to do all this because it's like my very first test doing any of this. But let's give it a try. Let's start with a new canvas. Empezar con un nuevo canvas y let's nada. Vamos a ver cómo sale. So, honestly, I have no idea what to draw. Like, no tengo idea qué dibujar. So, if any of you have any idea on what to draw, then you can always let me know. So, which is let the creativity flow, I guess. Deja que la creatividad corra, si no sé qué dibujar, honestamente. Pero nada, vamos allá, vamos a ver qué nos sale. Let's see what happens. So let's start off with something simple, like I'm not sure, like a little face or something. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Let's see. No, I don't like that. So, I think I'm gonna go with a new character today. Something's off. Let me get in a more comfortable position to do this. Okay, let's do this. So we start off with I'll actually want this character to have somewhat of a chubbier face. Yeah, something like that. Something chubby like that. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, like that. Something like that. And I want them to be cutesy. So let's say a tiny nose. Tiny nose. Tiny little mouth. And I want them to have huge eyes. Like that. I don't know, something like that, I guess. Instagram. What do you mean Instagram? ¿A qué te refieres con Instagram? Like, you want me to draw Instagram or you want me to draw something for Instagram? Because, say, if you want to follow me on Instagram, so you quieres ir a Instagram, I do have an Instagram account. Satrinity Starnaly. You can always follow me there and see all the other work I have done. Me puedes seguir siempre allá y puedes ver todo el trabajo que he hecho allá. It's not much, but it's something. But do you want me to draw something from Instagram itself, or what do you refer by Instagram? ¿A qué te refieres con Instagram? So then I'm just going to draw huge pupils. Huge pupils. Oh, I don't like that. I actually like the other ones better. Like, I like how these ones turned out better than... Like that? Yeah, like that. Oh, accidentally did it in the same layer. My mistake. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Oops. Want to keep it equal on both sides. Make it look nice. Okay. So. Time for the hair. So for the hair, it's going to be interesting because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the hair. ¿Qué otra cosa juego? That's a good question, esa es una buena pregunta. Pues honestamente yo juego... Lo que pasa es que aquí como tal, usualmente, bueno, este canal como tal fue hecho para este tipo de cosas, dibujos y qué sé yo, pero últimamente lo estaba usando para jugar different things, para jugar diferentes cosas. Pero usualmente juego cosas como Halo, Infinite, Halo 5, Halo Master Chief Collection, o sea, prácticamente todos los juegos de Halo. Tengo también Grand Theft Auto, GTA 5, tengo el Cyberpunk, que pues por razones por razones de censura y que sé yo, no lo podía jugar aquí. Lo empecé, pero lo tuve que quitar de Twitch. También tengo el nuevo Forza, like, prácticamente tengo un par de jueguitos ahí, tengo un par de juegos, Fortnite y eso. Pero ahora mismo como no tengo con quién jugarlo, pues usualmente no lo juego. Pero cuando tenga con quién jugarlo, créeme que definitivamente voy a hacer un par de streams de algunos juegos que tengo por ahí. Maybe Minecraft o algo así también tengo por ahí. Pero sí, gracias por la pregunta. Probablemente más tarde en el día de hoy haga algún stream de algún juego. Y pues, si estás por ahí, estás disponible para verlo y lo quieres ver, pues puedes unirte siempre. So now I'm gonna go with the hair. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the hair. Maybe like so. And over here you can go like this. No sé por qué, I don't know why this feels like I'm drawing something from a series or something. Feels familiar. Se siente bien familiar esto. Okay, so do the neck, and let's do the I'm just gonna do the left ear, like I always do. I always do the same thing, and I'm just going to I don't know, something like that, something weird, something exotic. That's what we're going for. That's what we're looking for. Something weird and exotic. ¿Qué recorte darle a algo raro y exótico? What haircut to give something weird and exotic? Something completely strange and something you would never see in real life. Let's see. Yeah, weird enough. Creo que este es suficientemente raro. I think that's weird enough. So let's then go with the next phase. I'm just gonna copy paste it in middle. I'm not gonna pass. Oops, sorry. Aye, we're doing good, we're doing great. Then we finish torso. Good. Now we finish arms. Good, good. And let's see. Just give her something simple to wear, like a t-shirt. And there, boom. Now, time for line art. Yeah, mi punto de siempre, my point in doing all of this is always to be as efficient and as fast as possible. So, sometimes as you can see, sometimes I do things extremely fast. And maybe I could take more time to finish this, give more detail. But sometimes I just want to finish it as fast and as best as possible. And I don't really care much of the details. I should, but I don't. Now is the time where you're all going to see me struggle. You're gonna see me struggle doing lines. There we go. Not exactly perfect, but it'll work. Yeah, it'll work fine. There we go. See? Works like a charm. Now let's just finish this as quick as possible. Speed running art is not a good idea, but I still do it cause I am not smart. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on, come on. Work for me. There you go. No, she's not gonna turn into a Titan. Yet. Perfect. Magnifique. I'm so good at this. I'm so good, man. I definitely do everything perfect at one. You know, the first time I do it, I don't need to copy paste anything or nothing. I just do this at one shot and that's it. No copy pasting. I don't work like that. Definitely don't work like that. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let me turn off that fan. It's creaking too much. Be right back. Got it. Wait, it's still on? I thought I turned you off, bro. Give me 1 second. Got it. Not looking half bad. This is where you fix everything you didn't like at the first try. Yeah, that's why sketching is good. Started doing it recently. Sketching is good. Good for your art and everything. It's fun too. You should try it. As fast as possible, as fast as possible. Make it like that, weird and exotic, like I said before. Okay, dunsies. Delete this a little bit, and then go to the other side and do the same thing. Not exactly the same thing, but almost the same thing. And then repeat the process of doing this. Not as broad as shoulders as before, but you know, doesn't need to be. You know, it'd be fun to do a Q&A. You know what? When I finish this, I'm gonna do a Q&A. That's definitely what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be like the let's just say this is gonna be like the Twitch thing. So this is gonna be like the Twitch character that I just drew on stream. I have no idea what name to give it. It's just gonna be the character of the stream. That's just gonna be the name of it. Character of the stream. Yes, I'm just gonna give a reference, and I'm just gonna give her. Let's give her purple hair. You know, it's just like Twitch, just purple hair. Is that the Twitch purple? Yes, a little bit lighter, I guess. Yeah, Twitch purple. There we go. And I am going to give her like Twitch is like what? It's like purple and white. So I'm just gonna leave her white with white face. What eyes? What color of eyes? Like Twitch has like legit. Twitch has like purple eyes as well. Same kind of purple as the hair. Oh, that's terrifying. And Twitch is like a. Oh, that is very terrifying. Twitch has like a dark gray background, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, wrong layer. That is kind of terrifying. I'm gonna do that. Give her those purple purple eyeshadows, I guess. Oops. Doesn't work that way. Buckaroo. This is gonna be like the Twitch character, the character for our Twitch. So this is supposed to be like the whitest white, yeah, the whitest white. Oops. And now I'm gonna let's see what other color can I choose for Twitch character here. Let's see. I'm looking at my Twitch right now. I don't see any like. Wait. Oh yeah, because I'm live. That looks terrifying, but you know what? I don't care because this is the your live color. It's red, so it's just going to be like Twitch is live on stream right now. Oh shoot, same layer. My mistake, guys. This is the you are live Twitch character. I don't know what to call this character. I'm just gonna call her Twitchette. Twitchette. Yeah, Twitchette. It's gonna be her name, Twitchette. Follow Twitchette. She knows what's up. That looks gross. She actually looks kind of terrifying, but I really don't mind. Like, give her like huge eyes. Make her stare into your soul. Uber Eats, I do not want your promotion right now. I am not hungry. Give her huge eyes. Make her stare into your soul. She looks like she's on some sort of drug or something, but that's legit like the live color. Like, you know, it's like you're on live color. I can't really change that. Petition for Twitch to change the on live color to be something else instead of being red. Why does the on color have to be red instead of like green or something? Color of the shirt could be a darker purple. Oh, sorry, forgot. Like a darker purple. It's just oh god. This is really something. This is really something. So I'm just gonna take a picture of this, and I'm just gonna put on the good old Instagrams. Say there's a Q&A. Oh, I can tap it. Interesting. So I'm just gonna go to the good old Instagram and make a a whole announcement. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it on my story. Post it on Twitch. Oh, let's see, where else can I post this? Okay, I posted it everywhere I could. Now let's just see who comes around. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to say. Oh yeah, this is like the legit first time anyone on Instagram has heard my voice. I am very certain of that. Instagram. I mean, interesting. Let's see how many people come around to the stream. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that in my bio I have the Twitch handle. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, guys, I'm live on Twitch. You can share that if you want on Instagram and everywhere. You have a what's it called, a friends. You can just share it if you guys want. Let's see. I'm gonna share it to some friends. Oh yeah, this is a Q&A revolving everything and any. Oh shoot, accidentally deleted that. Anything and everything inside my Instagram stories or whatever anybody wishes to ask about. I am willing to answer any question. I am giving that permission. Let's see. Let's see who comes around. This is terrifying. You know what? I'm gonna change the to chat thing up and change to something different. Maybe this. Yeah, it's a little bit less terrifying. While I share, how do share? Yeah, I don't know how to share. Now let's wait. Yeah, I did decide to call her to chat live because, you know, it has the red eyes and the, being Twitch and all. But yeah, but this is Trace. Yeah, Trace. Trace is quite an interesting character. One of my favorite characters, actually, from the HOC storyline. Um, Trace is interesting. Like, if you look at this drawing really well, it was actually one of the Easter eggs inside the little teaser trailer I put on YouTube and on Instagram. If you look at this drawing very well, there are some nods to let you know that Trace is not on Earth. Trace is not where she was before. Um, and those who have kept up with everything I've put up on Instagram, who have been, very diligently reading through all the posts and stuff about the Lords of Reality, would know that Trace is located at a certain place, and especially by that nod of the, uh, the egg, the egg of reality thing. If any of you remember that, then kudos to you. But if you don't, then you can still search it up on Instagram. It's easy to search up. But that gives you a little hint on what happens to people who have not fulfilled their destinies on their respective realities. There is a storyline coming around. I called it the uh, what was it called again? Like I since I have so many like storylines coming along, I'm not sure how I named this one specific. I'll go. I'm gonna search it up real quick. It's not gonna take that long. Let's see. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. Pretty sure something like shackled reality or something like that. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, the shackled reality. I believe it is. But I'm gonna. It's supposed to be in my extremely long spreadsheet of 92 characters and 5 different storylines. Oh no, it's Stricken Reality. Yeah, that was the name, Stricken Reality. Well, yeah, it's a storyline called Stricken Realities, where gonna be exploring some of people's favorite characters. Um, that's something that I'm going to spoil here because not a lot of people are probably gonna see this. I'm not gonna say it on Instagram, but those who are here, congratulations. You're gonna be able to see and to learn a lot more about the things I'm working on that maybe others won't. But I have been working on a lot of things, and this is one of them. The stricken reality storyline, which involves characters who have died in other realities, in other universes, in other stories. They all end up in the same place because if they do not finish what they were supposed to finish in their lifetime, they do not fulfill their destinies. They are reborn as the same person, as the same people, but in a different reality where they have the chance to finish what they started. Some of them never get to pass on because some of them wanted to finish something with someone else. And until that someone else does not pass and comes to this reality as well, they will have to wait. On Trace's case, the person she's waiting for is never gonna come because what happened to Derelio was that he got turned into a exception. An exception is it's like a reality lord, but it's a little bit weaker. It's like the watered down version of reality lords, but they're still technically immortal. But they're not. They're like demigods. Let's just say they're like demigods, okay? And well, she's never gonna see him again, or is she? I don't know. Still haven't gotten that far. But yeah, Trace is one of my favorite characters because as I was making her, I had this whole ass idea of her storyline and everything I wanted to do with the character, but I didn't have much time or much space to include her in the first volume of HOCs. That's why she's going to be a major player in the second and third volume. Because I wanted the first volume to be some sort of introduction to the actual story I wanted to tell. Because volume 1 at the beginning was going to be a story way longer than it is. But I decided halfway through that I wanted it to be some sort of introduction. To introduce everybody to the world of HOC with the protagonists is like Lorena and Rain and Clarice and Marnie, and I wanted people to meet them, to know a little bit of where they came from, so when you start reading volume 2 everything will make sense, like how everything is divided and stuff. Although you could say that it would have been interesting if volume 2 would have been the first volume instead, and you would have had so many mysteries and you would have learned so many different things. But I still wanted volume 1 to be like the platform, the the place where everybody could enter and learn about this world, a little bit about the characters. So when you reach the story I really wanted to tell, which is volume 2, you'll be more invested in the characters and you would know a little bit more about them and about their interactions. And volume 2 is a lot longer. It's a lot more well paced because volume 1 was a little bit rushed because it was just supposed to be an introduction. And volume 2 is like the actual story I want to tell, where I'm gonna talk about the characters, evolve them a lot more, and explore a lot of their weaknesses, a lot of their strengths, a lot of their interactions. Everything's gonna be well explored there, and that's just something I really wanted to do. But of course, if there's any questions about any of the characters or anything you're seeing on screen, you can always let it know in the chat, and I'll try to answer it as well as I can. But continuing on the Trace thing, Trace is a very big player in the story. Even if she was like, only on one single chapter of the story, she is very important. Another important character I have to add is Deborah. Deborah, which is Dervilios' sister. She is more important than she looks. Even though I try to make her not look much important at all. She's actually very, very important. And you may ask, how is she so important? Well, she's a two-faced character. She's she's very two-faced, and most of the things she says it for her own benefit. Everything that benefits her, it's what she's going to do and say. She's not gonna do anything that does not benefit her in the slightest. So when you think of that, and you think of a character who's two-faced, who only does things for their benefit, you start wondering. Oh wait. I didn't know you could like stories on Instagram. That's interesting. You start wondering, huh? So, ever since the beginning, there was a two-faced character that caused, in a certain way, a division between the hero of the story and the villain of the story that, in a sense, made the entire story happen. Because if Dervelio and Satrinity wouldn't have their divides and wouldn't have their strides, nothing would have happened. If you think about it. But in a way, she kind of caused that. But why? Well, of course, Volume 2 is gonna let you know why, but I can't actually say why. And even if you're, coming in onto the drawing test stream, and I am going to draw some stuff, I'm just waiting until people say what they want me to draw, or ask some questions maybe. Because right now my head is completely empty. Completely empty. Still. I just want to see if people can catch what I meant by that. But Volume 2 is going to be an interesting book. I have plans for like 45 chapters up until now, but it could be less or it could be more, depending, because I am making chapters way longer than they used to be. So if I go through the long chapters, and because I was thinking of it, okay, sure, Volume 2 can have like 45 chapters, but the length of Volume 1's chapters. But I am making Volume 2's chapters a lot longer than Volume 1's chapters, so I could have less, but at the same time I could have more. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, now another interesting character I want to talk about. Let's see now. There's a lot of things here. Like, for example, look, here you can see Dervelio and Miss Deborah. Yeah, this was another important scene in that video I posted on Instagram and on YouTube. Just for speculative reasons. There's a lot of things you shouldn't see here, but who cares? Let's see. So yeah, we have these characters, which I'm still looking for someone to keep them, because I never had plans for any of them. And even though at the end of the day I could make the money to help out my little dog Sylvia and her operation, I still want someone to keep these characters. So this one in specific, I don't know, which is desperately trying to make something that look interesting and cool, and I wanted to make like the opposite of the Parisi-Human. So I made a Cryosi-Human, and the Cryosi-Human is just like a creature, it's a living being that's purely made out of ice, and all their powers are ice based. They're like pure ice beings that take form of humans or elves. Usually the Cryosimons are usually elves, but the Pyrosimons are usually Parisi-Humans. I mean, are usually humans. And I made two of them. I made the Cryo and the Pyro, and I just want, my goal was to make two interesting looking characters that will make people want them. I really wanted people to have them and to enjoy them. I spent quite a lot of time making both of them, and I just really wish somebody would, take them. I'm not even gonna sell them. I just want someone to have them, but I'm not sure who would actually want to have um one of these two characters. Like, I know it's not the first time I've given characters away to someone. I have given other characters, like these ones I gave to Lovely Parfait Fantasy, and this ones I gave to Jace Art Book. You know, two of my best friends on Instagram right now, and I really appreciate both of them for being able to participate in the Draw This in Your Style. It was really good. They both did amazing on the Draw This. You can see them right here. They both did incredible, and I am so thankful for what they did. It's honestly insane. I am really happy. I still love these. Like, I absolutely love these. Like, it's absolutely incredible. I love doing Draw This in Your Styles because I love seeing the interpretations of characters of my universe in other people's styles, and even maybe universes, because I like, that OCs have OC friends, that my OCs are friends of my friends as OCs, if that makes any sense. And I like that interaction. I like that unity between universes and characters. That's why I created so many like realities, universes, and different characters and different things, because I like that everything at the end connects somehow, some way, and you can go like, oh, I see the foreshadowing on that. I can see where that connected. I see where you did what you did there. Like, I wanted something like that, something unique like that. And here you can see other things I was working on. Here, this is like the Hitomi poster. It's like a recreation, if you may, a recreation of an old cover art I did for Fallen Queen, which is the other story I'm very close to starting again, because I had to remake it like 3 or 5 times. Fallen Queen is a story following Hitomi, how she turned into a human, but then turned into an exception. Because when you are a lord, you can't technically become human, but you can definitely become an exception. You can have your powers stripped away, but you're still kind of like a demigod. She got sent into a reality where a lot of magic, where magic is like the strongest element in that reality. And each reality has a little like special ability, if you may. There is the magic one, as you know, and this magic one is actually very controversial because it's the reason for the entire war, and it was something that creator himself was very dumb about, because he thought that he imprisoned Hitomi somewhere where she couldn't escape, but he actually made her a little bit stronger by accident. But he doesn't care. I mean, he's a narcissist at the end of the day, and all he wants is his entertainment. As long as it's entertaining, he doesn't care. But there's a lot of things in that. And also, Enzo is another character that's part of that reality as well. He is actually the one who gave the magic to Creator, and with that magic, Creator was actually able to overcome and trick the other two, Trinity and Void. The void of darkness and the void of shadow, void of light, because they are both, they're twins. They are twins, and they got devoid of their powers and corrupted and turned into the glitchlings. Then we have a little here. We have the Starnaly household, and it's just a little, I know it's really bad because I'm extremely bad at doing like interiors. But we have Sirius, which is Lorena's dad, and here we have Yelena, which is Lorena's mom. I was actually gonna do like a little introduction of, like I did before, the character introduction, part 1, 2, and 3. Maybe I did a fourth one, I'm pretty sure I did. And I was gonna do that again, but I got lazy. But we don't talk about that. I think I already showed them also the what Fracture City actually is. It's just the divide between California and the San Andreas Fault. Those these gray things are supposed to be like bridges connecting California to Fractured City. Fractured City, um, as I said before, was made possible because of the Starnaly family. They invested a lot of money into rebuilding this city. It was destroyed after the catastrophe. The Great Divide because of where is she? Because of this. This is actually exactly what happened. So Kuratoma got really mad. I was gonna write about it. I never did, but I'm just gonna say. So Light, King Light, the one and only King Light, uh, came to Reality 336, which is Kuratoma and Lorena's reality, or where HOC takes place. And 25 years, or I think it was 50 years, I may be mistaken, because I forget, believe it or not, I forget my own dates. But I'm pretty sure it was 25 years before the events of. No, it was 50 years before the events of HOC. He came to this reality and he was trying to use Kuratoma to exploit things in this reality to find out what this reality special ability was. But he was under orders to do so by Creator, or by Justice, because he had no other choice. Justice had his wife hostage and his entire family hostage, and he threatened to delete his entire reality. So he had no choice but to follow his orders, and his orders were to completely and utterly destroy Kuratoma's life. Starting off with how Kuratoma became an exception, because yeah, of course she is an exception. She's not human. I have a little story about that. I'm not gonna talk about it right now because it's a little bit long, but let's just say that she's an experiment, and after the experiment, she got exception powers, and she is the exception of, well, power. So she's really powerful. She has these psychic abilities, and she has, of course, the cat features, but that's just because of the experiment. It has nothing to do with being an exception. The experiments were really messed up. They were about human, trying to make the perfect human, the perfect earthling. So it was done by Dr. Frank Cross, and he was the leading professor of a laboratory called EVGeo, or Evolution Geo, and he was trying to make the perfect Earthling. Um, he did questionable things. Let's just say he did really questionable things. And well, Light pissed off Kuratoma by taking hostage of her family, just like they did to him. And after he did that, Kuratoma got so mad that she exploded in energy and power and divided divided California through the San Andreas Fault, making Fracture City, and also shifting completely the tectonic plates of the Earth, changing most of the Earth's weather. So the Earth in 336 is actually very different from ours. Like, I would say that in Africa there's a booming forest, like huge forest, but in the Amazon there's actually a huge desert. Like, it just shifted everything side to the side, and it's very interesting. I wanted to explore that a little bit more, but I'm kind of bad exploring the world, as you may see. But it's very interesting to me how it all like completely shifted, and she completely like changed the way this Earth works. And after that, like 50 years after, because Yeah, being an exception makes you technically a demigod, so you're technically immortal, but Kuratoma's not immortal. She has a lifespan of 300 years, but after 300 years, she could well, she could very well die. Not saying anything, but she could very well. But in HOC, she's around 54. No, no. In HLC, she's around like 65. Yeah, she's kind of old. But she doesn't look it because she's going to stay in her prime until she reaches 150 years, which is she's going to age until being a uh older adult, I guess you could say, not an old person, but when she's like 250, then she's going to turn into an old person. Still, the thing is that uh after all that, during the events of HOC, Light did return to say sorry because everything was a little bit screwed over, the war and everything, and his family was freed and his reality was spared, so he could very well do whatever he wanted. So he came to let's see, he came to this world, to he came back to the where is the oh, here it is. He came back to the 336, and he tried to say sorry to Kuratoma, but Kuratoma wasn't having it. If you read a little bit of Volume 2, you would know why Kuratoma was not having any of his crap. But Light was placed there intentionally. Let's just cover that up a little bit. No, no, no. I said cover it up a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those who know. Those who don't, well, you'll know eventually. But yeah, Kuratoma does have her own secrets. She does have her own little thing she's doing in the HOC universe, in the HOC story. You'll know in Volume 2. But there's a lot of things going on. Like, for example, these two, Cosmos and Sarani, are geniuses, of course, because they're from the Starnaly family. They like inventing stuff. They put things to test, and they invented something called the neural network. Yeah, a neural network exists technically in real life, but it's not exactly the same type of neural network I'm talking about here. Neural network literally means a network of neurons that's connected to every single human being on planet Earth. But they have selected to only connect people in Fracture City and California itself, maybe a little bit of Texas. The thing is that it's terrifying technology. It pretty much evades your privacy, but they did not want to use it for that. Their use for it was for communication purposes, only to talk, like a text message that arrives to your brain. But it kind of messed up. And it gave way for a virus. And this is a virus that has been lurking around a couple of people for several 100 years. And this virus is not like a disease, it's like a person. And this is where what I said before comes into play, because this person, whoever it is, very two-faced person, is trying to manipulate again to get whatever this person wants. And you'll see that a lot during Volume 2. It's very interesting how this person manipulates other people's thoughts, memories, and presents them to others as shadows. Yeah, whoever read a little bit of Volume 2 knows what I'm talking about. The shadows lingering and stuff. Yeah, those things. They're all part of the virus. They're all part of the neural network. The neural network is a lie, and these two are liars, and they're puppets, and you should never trust them. Anyway, Uh, moving on. I just spoiled so many plot lines. I just hope whoever's here at least read a little bit of volume 2. Let's see. Let's see. Well, actually, we should draw something. So, to those who are here, what should I draw? Or do you have any questions? I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what you guys have um, in your minds, or any ideas you want me to draw or something. You know, it'd be awesome to have some sort of interaction to keep this a little bit more interesting. Keep this a little bit more for the community, not so personal. Or does anybody prefer me putting the questions on the Instagram itself? I'll put them anyway. Oh, here we are. Hamburger. Okay. So, I'm not particularly good at drawing foods. But you know what? I'm going to try to draw food. I'm going to try to draw a burger. So I'm going to start with a sketch. So, burgers have buns, right? Of course they have buns. Like, should I add sesame seeds on it? Like... I think I'm just going to just add the sesame seeds there. Yeah, just add the seeds. And burgers have lettuce. Yeah, lettuce. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, lettuce. Yeah, lettuce. That looks like lettuce. It is lettuce. I don't want to hear anybody saying it's not. It's lettuce. So then they have the cheese. The cheese. Yeah, the cheese. Cheese is on top of the patty. I'm gonna draw the patty. That looks like I finished the burger already. You know what? Yeah, I finished the burger already. It's this is the burger. That is the burger. Nah, I'm not gonna be like... I'm not gonna be that way. I'm gonna finish the burger now. There we go. That's the burger. So you have your condiments, your bun, your condiments, your cheese, your patty, and then you have your bun. Perfect sandwich, perfect burger. But I have a real question. Do you think the burger is a sandwich, or it's just a burger? That's actually an interesting question. Let's just try to line art it, if I can, if I'm even good enough to do that. I think I could do this, but give me a second. Okay. This is why you sketch, guys. Your line art is not always perfect. Perfect. Dang it, I'm so bad. So now you guys are going to see my struggles live. So you think it's a sandwich. Yeah, the burger is kind of a sandwich, right? Am I right? Yeah, it is a sandwich. Now you're all going to see my struggles in live 4K definition. This is not even running in 4K. So, oh, well, you're right. You can describe a sandwich as meat between bread. So technically, by that definition, hamburgers are sandwiches. I heard people saying that burgers aren't sandwiches. I agree that burgers are sandwiches. I I agree 100%. But what about hot dogs? What about hot dogs? Because hot dog technically is it's a meat in between bread. How do you describe that? Is that a sandwich as well? I want to see. So yeah, this is like high quality lettuce. Greek lettuce. Super high quality lettuce. There's like a what kind of burger is this? It's like a cheeseburger. Yes, like a cheeseburger. Oh, made the meat square. Ah, I made the meat square. Oh, hello. So, what if while you're eating, the bread finishes splitting up? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Oh, you mean like finishes splitting up and oh through the middle. Well, I actually don't know. Because you could eat the hot dog itself or with the bread. You can still eat it with the bread because you could put it in between the bread. It could technically be called a sandwich. Like, is a hot dog a sandwich or not? Like, that's like the question. I have no idea. But yes, I agree. Hot dog definitely equals sandwich. Confirmed. That's it. I'm keeping that one. So, so I forgot what I was talking about and everything. Yes. It's gonna be in the it's gonna be in one of the I can't even talk anymore. It's gonna be in one of the lower posts. I'm gonna make sure that people know that in the HOC universe, hot dogs are sandwiches, and it's a law. If you call a hot dog and not a sandwich, you're going to jail. That's it. You're going to jail straight up. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, do you want your hot dog sandwich to be um to have a cheese? It's a hot dog. What do you just say? It's a hot dog. It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich. You're going to jail, bro. Like you're legit going to jail. And done. So I made a hamburger. Not the best hamburger, but a hamburger nonetheless. So what should I draw next? And if there's any questions, then you can always let me know. I am here and I will answer legit any questions. I don't care if I'll spoil half of the story. Yes. Who cares about Lorena? Who cares about the HSC? We only care about the hot dogs. We only care about the hot dogs. So I'm gonna make a whole ass like post and story about hot dogs. Like I'm gonna make an HOC spinoff just about hot dogs. And how like Clarice went to a hot dog shop once and she was like, "Yeah, I would like to order some some hot dogs, and the waiter's like, yeah, you mean some hot dog sandwiches? And she's like, no, just hot dogs. And he was like, what do you mean just hot dogs? Haven't you read the sign? You're legit in like the hot dog sandwich place. If you say you want a hot dog one more time, and then she's like, okay, 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 I'm sorry, I want a hot dog sandwich. Come on, man. I would definitely write something like that. Knowing me, I would probably do. There, done. Oh yeah, I have a lot of big plans and projects coming up. In fact, now that you ask that, I could I shouldn't, but you know what? Uh, I kind of like spoiled a lot of things when I started this live stream earlier. So I'm just going to spoil this, my projects. So I have a recreation of the the glitch links thing. I just decided to recreate it, but I didn't like how it turned out. In the original drawing, actually, I forgot to say that Glitch Lord did have earrings, and I completely forgot about Glitch Lord having earrings, and I had to add them again. Oh, I accidentally hit the microphone. So, also, this I've been uh, I've been posting about this a lot in the stories, even if people didn't realize. That's right. You know what this means? Does anybody know what this drawing actually means? Also, thank you. I spent a lot of time. Honestly, thank you so much. I spent so long on their hairs. Like lately, I've been spending a lot of time on characters' hairs. I don't know. I just love how they look now. Like I used to not like them at all because they look kind of stiff, but now I like them because they look kind of fluffy, and I like fluffy hairs. So, fun fact. So this drawing right here, this is what I like to call new new moon. This is what I like to call new moon Lorena. Now, what does new moon Lorena stand for? Well, this is an older Lorena. She is 36. Yeah, 36 years old. And this pretty much lets you know that yeah, she did survive. Lorena did survive. She is still alive. Yeah, I just said that. Yes, yes. Yes. Yeah. She is back from the dead, and she is a definite badass. So, to tell you the truth, uh all of this, so you know what's going on, it is on the last chapter of the second volume's first part. But this new moon Lorena uh lets you know that she is alive, she's coming back, and she will return. And no, she does not have Victoria anymore. Victoria is not part of her life anymore, so it's just pure Lorena. I wanted to show this off because I'm glad you like the new design. Actually, I wanted to say about the new design. I was gonna talk about that now. That this design is actually very old. This is actually the third time I've done this design. I did this design a long time ago, like when I still use Paint Tool SI on my computer, and when I was starting out, like I was starting my Instagram and everything. And the first ever design, yeah, yeah, she has legit been thrown out the window. No more Vic, no more. No, she's not around, or is she? Anyway, I made this design back when I was starting Instagram, and I made it like that because I made a squared off hand, and I was like, oh, why does it look so square? It looks so awkward. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna elaborate on it. So she has a cybernetic hand now, and That's how it came to be. But then, uh, I did it again on a. Oh yeah, or is she? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not gonna say anything more. I'm I made it again on a thing where it was like draw your OC, draw your OC after a corruption arc, and draw your OC after the what was it called again? The other arc. I don't remember. The thing is, this is like Lorena after everything. Like this is volume 2 Lorena. Yeah, redemption arc. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one. And this is like Lorena after her redemption arc. She's back. And look, I'm just gonna show it to you guys because, come on, we all know what's gonna happen. I showed this earlier, but we all know what's gonna happen. We all know who was the one who brought Lorena back. It wasn't like the wind. She didn't bring herself back. Come on, she can't do that. Of course it was Kuratoma. She does everything. She's a super genius. Yeah, there she is. There she is. This is what happened right after. No, not right after. But this is actually what happened. Yeah, yeah. So Kuratoma was the one who brought her back. Like, but Lorena like is she's screwed because they had Kuratoma had to like tie in so many things because her internal organs are gone. She lost an entire arm, and there was a lot of things she had to do to make her stay alive. And a fun nod is that the name of this machine is actually Kuratoma's original name. When I first created Kuratoma, her name was Coco, but then I changed the name to Kuratoma, and hamburger cannon. What do you mean hamburger cannon? So no, it's actually hot dogs. We're gonna make hot dog cannon. Hamburgers are not gonna be. Actually, you know what? Hot dogs and burgers, both of them, hot dogs and burgers. There's gonna be a law that if you call either of them nothing but sandwiches, you're going to jail. Yeah, both are canon now. Exactly. They're both canon now. So, let's see what else I can. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna show. I'm just. I can't. I can't. Exactly. Exactly. Anybody who says otherwise is a freaking liar. So I'm just going to point out. I'm not. I can't. I can't circle them right now, but I'm just gonna point them out. So we have the first stack where we have the first volume's characters. Then we have the reveal one that says EU. Then we have the other stack with volume 2 characters. Then right next to that we have a little something there. I'm not I'm not going to go into any of those two drawings, but I just want you to see them. I just want you to see their thumbnails and guess what they could be about. Because this one, the one on the second one from left to right is a little animation I made. It's on the it's one of the little secrets in the video. You know, that video I put on Instagram and YouTube. It's a little Easter egg there, same as the one on the left right there. And the one on top where Trace is, actually I can go inside this one. There's nothing wrong with this one. This one, the one with Trace, if you analyze it very well, if you take details from this and go to other older drawings, you may know where Trace is at. And like I explained before, I actually did say this earlier in the stream where I was saying, like, yeah, Trace is dead, but she's alive at the same time. People who die and their lives or their destinies were not fulfilled in their respective realities will be reincarnated in another reality. Uh, yeah, yeah, you should. You should. It's not hard to find. Just look for light. That's all I'm gonna say. But people who do not finish their destinies in their realities will come back, but in another different reality. And they're not gonna leave until their destinies are fulfilled. The thing with Trace is that her destiny is pretty much never going to be fulfilled, since her destiny is to finish her life with Derbilio. But as you all know, he's kind of in a pickle right now, and even though he's technically immortal, he's not going to be able to come to this reality. Yeah, poor old Trace is eternally stuck in this reality. This is the reality for a stricken reality storyline I'm writing. Yeah, there's a lot of storylines I'm going through. There's the stricken reality storyline, there's the fallen queen storyline, the glitchtopia storyline, the war of reality storyline, the life conflict storyline, and the HOC storyline. There's a lot. There's a lot, but there's a good reason for it. I've stated. Yeah, yeah, he really is in a pickle. It is very accurate. Trust me, it is extremely accurate. But you're gonna see more of Mr. Derby soon. Uh, let's see what else. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna show what another project I was working on. Yeah, Lorena and Attack on Titan. Cause why not? Cause I absolutely love Attack on Titan, and I just wanted to promote Lorena, cause she's coming back, and but I wanted to show my appreciation to Lorena by giving her an Attack on Titan universe, in universe look. So in Attack on Titan, Lorena still has one eye missing, but she's not covering it up with her hair. And in the Attack on Titan world, Lorena actually has a ponytail. Yes, she's out to buy some Titans with a freaking ponytail. Yeah, I was gonna post these yesterday, but I fell asleep and I couldn't post them. It was very late when I woke up. You know, I have been really tired lately. I have so much stuff going on, but I'm gonna post these soon. Oh yeah, I did this earlier. This is Twitchette Live. So Twitchette Live is, you know, she was just based on the Twitch color scheme. So the hair is like the Twitch purple. This purple is just a little bit darker purple. The eyes are just based on the Twitch purple, and then the red is based on the live logo. And every time you go live on Twitch, it just turns red. So it's just every time I go live, her eyes turn red. Every time I'm not live, her eyes are white or gray, because that's how it looks when you're not live. Really, really dumb. And let's see what else I can show. Those are just birthday gifts I was making to my friends. Let's see. Oh yeah. This. Marnie. Yeah, I tried to make it interesting while I was trying to figure out what to draw before, because I'm not sure what to draw. I wanted to draw something with everybody here, and I just wasn't sure what to draw, so I just draw Twitchette Live. That's her name, Twitchette Live. Really dumb. I just came up with that. Well, but this drawing here, old Marnie, or older Marnie, with Chicago. So when Chicago does come around, to help Luna find what's going on with Lorena and stuff, Chicago finds something that she refuses to tell Luna because how do I put this? If Luna found out, let's just say she would go insane. So Chicago decided to tell Marnie, but you guys will see if that was a good decision or not. Marnie is not the most stable character, if I would say, but yeah, it definitely was. The thing is that Marnie's not. Look, I'll tell you something. Chicago's not a bad person. She's not bad. She's not evil, but she's not smart. Like, well, she's smart, but she's not very smart with social things. Like, how do I put this? She's smart when it comes to investigating and when it comes to like being philosophical, because that's what she likes. But when it comes to socializing and to reading other people's feelings and stuff, she's really bad. And that's why she didn't know that Marnie was the worst person to give that information to. Yeah, pretty much. She's like book smart, not street smart. She's not very smart at when it comes to reading people. So she thought that as Marnie being the most serious of them all around everybody, she thought that it'd be best to give Marnie the information, and that was a huge mistake. The best person to give the information to was technically Rain, but Rain didn't want Chicago to be here, so Rain didn't want Chicago to find out what was going on because Rain didn't know, but she didn't want to find out more. She wanted to leave everything on the past. She thought that Luna didn't have to know, and nobody else had to know. And Chicago didn't. Chicago knew that Rain didn't want her, but yeah, Marnie was the only one because Clarice is kind of crazy, as you know, and and speaking of Virna, Aunt Virna. So Aunt Virna, interesting character. Um, she's also a puppet. She's also part of the neural network I talked about before. I'm not sure if anybody listened to what I said about the neural network before, and how it has a virus of a two-faced person. Yes, there's a two-faced person who's actually a virus inside the entire neural network controlled by the Starnaly family. And the Starnaly family is being manipulated by this said virus, since the neural network is a very scary technology. It's a technology that connects neurally. O sea, no es como un neural, it's not like a neural network from real life. It's like a legit neural network, a bunch of neurons connected together through the internet. And it's very scary technology because it evades privacy. But, the Starnaly twins did not want to make this a scary thing. They just wanted it to be like, oh, look, I sent you a text message and it arrives straight into your brain. Well, something like that. It was just social things. But this virus, when they connected people from Texas, in specific Texas, this virus got into the network. And it got control, and it got access to everybody's memories. Everybody in Fracture City is connected. That means that that includes Marnie, Clarice. Even if they don't actually know they're connected, they actually are. That's how scary the technology is. You don't know you're connected, and even if you are, you won't realize you are. So the thing about this virus is that this virus can take memories from other people and show it to other people in shadow form. Like, you can see it through shadows, and that's how I explain why Luna can see shadow memories. how she can hear certain things, because this virus is telling her. This virus is, you know, grabbing other people's memories and literally shoving it into Luna's skull. Why does she want Luna to know this? Why is she showing Luna this? Well, this virus only does the things that benefit it the most. And this virus is a character you all know. And are you serious? You want me to make one of my characters in Polnareff land? Yes, but you'll have to give me a second, because I do not actually know how to draw Polnareff land. Okay, but let me finish explaining and I will. So, so, this virus is actually a character we know, but I'm just gonna rule out the possibility. No, it's not Victoria. Victoria is not related to this. In fact, she's another puppet. But I guess you all knew that. It's a character we know, but it's a very two-faced character. The only character I have ever drawn who has two different suits and two different logos for two different factions. Very evil character, you know? She's the root of all evil. Anyway, Virna here is another puppet. Yeah, I wonder who. Virna here is just another puppet. So, yeah, don't think Virna here is evil, even if she looks like it. She's really not. She's not in control, even if she thinks she is. The only character who's actually in control is technically Luna, but not really. Lorena is the only one who's not connected to a neural network, and Koratoma. But Koratoma is not going to get involved in any of this. So the only person who can actually do something is Lorena. But in the end of the first part of Volume 2, she can't stand up. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, so... Yeah, legit. She really did, and I'll tell you why. Karatoma has been through so much stuff, like legit, through so much stuff that she's just like, you know what? I really don't care anymore. She's like 65 years old. Like Karatoma is legitimately 65 years old. So I'm pretty sure she does deserve a break, even if she looks young. Like I said before, she has a lifespan of around 300 years, and he's going to stay in her prime till she's 150. When she's 150, she's gonna age a little bit, and then when she's 250, she's gonna become old, like really old. And then when she's 300, she's gonna pass. That's something you need to know about Kuratoma. I'll try to do the Polnareff land thing. I can't promise anything. Yeah. Yeah. She's pretty much already done with life. But I'm gonna try to do the Polnareff thing. If there's any questions, by the way, if I legit encourage everybody to ask questions. I will answer legitimately anything you have to ask. While I start my sketch, I don't know which character I should do in Polnareff land though. It's kind of a hard question. Let's see. Let me check my phone real quick. Let's see what I could do. Oh my god. I don't know how to answer that. I've I never had that question ever in my life, honestly, and that is the hardest question I've ever seen. Well, I'm actually doing quite fine. A little bit tired. I'm actually a little bit sleepy, but I have to keep up my energy for the rest of the day. So I thought I would do like this little test stream to see how it worked. Since I bought this new microphone, I wanted to see how it worked, and I was like, you know what? Even if I'm sleeping, even if I fall asleep and nobody joins this stream, I'm gonna try it out. And well, yeah, here I am. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Let's see. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I am not going to do a background for this. I'm just gonna look for the Polnareff land background, and I'm just gonna right next to Polnareff. You say. That's so nice. Honestly, thank you so much. That makes like I can't stop smiling right now. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. And that really does mean a lot to me. And well, even though you have to work in a bit and that is kind of sucky, honestly, still, it's fun sometimes to go to work. When I go to work, I sometimes don't want to go, but sometimes I really say, you know what, they're gonna pay me, and you know maybe I could have an interesting conversation with someone at work or something, and let's just go to work, and I try to stay positive about it, and let's just try to have a good time. Even if I get home back tired, I still had a good time a little bit at work, and it's a little bit sucky, but hey, at least you get paid. Yeah. So here I have the Polnareff land thing, so I'm just gonna download this image and I'm gonna send it to myself. No problem at all. If I can make anybody feel better, I'm glad I made you feel better. So that makes me happy. I'm gonna see how I can send myself something from my phone to my tablet, since I can't really like use AirDrop or anything like that because my phone is an Android and my tablet is an Apple device. So let's see, how do I send this? I don't wanna I don't wanna go through like I don't wanna go through like all this personal stuff. So I'll send it through, yeah, Google Drive. Let's see. Oh, I just revealed something. I just revealed that I'm working with somebody to make the HOC manga. That's right. It was a little secret. I didn't want to show it to anybody just yet, but uh, I had no choice. I had no choice. I had to come here into the Google Drive documents, and yeah, here it is. Woohoo! I just revealed something to a lot of people right now. I wanted to keep this secret because I wanted to make it a surprise when it was ready. But oh boy. So I only have the first chapter and the beginning of the second chapter done. We are working, yeah, we are working on finishing the second chapter by this month. Then by next month we'll have the third chapter. I'm gonna make a real announcement of this on when we have at least 10 chapters ready to go, because I want to make the announcement, and then when we have 15 chapters ready, I'm going to start posting one chapter each month until each chapter is done. When each chapter is done, I'm going to bomb them, I'm going to drop them like crazy, and I'm going to just make sure everybody enjoys those. But yeah, very secretly, I have the HOC manga right here. So it'll follow. It'll not. It will follow. It will follow the first volume, but it will differ. It won't be the exact same story. So it will have different things because the pacing. It will have different things because of the different it's an adaptation. Since it's an adaptation, it'll have a little bit of different things because it can't be exactly the same. But up until now, it is very impactful because this artist asked me a lot, hey, how do you want this scene to look, how impactful do you want this scene to be? And we have a lot of communication with that, and I am really excited to show it to you all. So I'll just show you what we have up until now. And so yeah, as you can see, they really elaborated on Lorena's school uniform. They did that on their own. I didn't tell them what to do. They did that on their own, and I am actually pretty proud. It's not the HOC uniform, it's the school uniform. That's why you can see they added the Starnaly logo in it. I am really, really happy with that. Let's see. So yeah, we have the first interactions and stuff. Then we have the scene where she goes to her room and she texts Rain, and they added this little scene over here with Cosmos and Serani looking down on Lorena. I find that so visually pleasing. And here's the text, and then Lorena's mom, all that shenanigans about the phone and the food and everything. If it closely follows the story up until now, it will start differing when chapter 2 comes around, because we talk about the differences on chapter 2. More of the visual things. I like this shot right here. I told them specifically how to do that shot, and they followed my instructions, and it looks awesome. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I always wanted to show it like that. I really tried to do comics myself, but I completely suck. So I just went back on it, and this is like a draft for the start of the second chapter, and this is like where the differences start to occur, and you can see how incredible it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have the other pages soon, but until I don't have those other pages, I am going to not show anything else about it. So here's a Polnareff land thing. I am going to uh download it. However, I download things from Drive. Save to camera roll. Okay. I'm gonna have that there. They honestly did. I really love the facial expressions that the artist did. They are incredible. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Everything was very expensive. That's why I've been working so much lately, because it was really expensive. I did an order for 10 pages this month, and that order for those 10 pages were $300. Um, they were really expensive, but honestly, at the end of the day, I believe it's gonna be worth it. So even if it's expensive, and I have to work a lot for them, I'm still gonna go for them. Yeah, yeah. 5 pages was $150. It was quite a substantial amount of money. But I'm doing a lot of things to get there, you know. Also, I thought might be interesting to end the stream by showing you guys the 15-minute checkpoint for the audiobook, as I'm also doing the audiobook. But I'll do that in a bit. I'll do that in a bit. Also, if anybody's interested in seeing this stream from the beginning, this stream is gonna be recorded. You know, it's gonna be recorded, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube también, like at the same time. Yeah, at the beginning of the stream, I was speaking Spanish. I think the thing does say that I speak Spanish. Oh yeah, it does say I speak Spanish. I don't know why I put it on English, pero sí, I speak Spanish. Okay, so I'm not sure which character I'm gonna make for this. Uh, who should I make? Who should I make? Honestly, who do you guys think I should make? Because I want this to be very personal. Since one of you told me, uh, I think it was Gears. Gears told me Polnareff Land, and Jalen told me, um, no, you haven't told me anything yet. So you could tell me a character, and I would draw that character in Polnareff Land. Luna. Ah, interesting. I haven't drawn Luna in a little while. So here's the interesting thing about Luna. Luna is a little bit chubby, so she has like little chubby cheeks like that. Yeah, you're gonna see on me cheating a lot. I copy paste a lot. Even if I don't make her like that, sometimes she technically is supposed to be chubby. Just like Lorena. Lorena's supposed to be chubby. Like that. And then I'm gonna have to I always look up references for my own characters. Cause sometimes I confuse them. I have so many. Like if I showed you guys the list of all my characters, I have like 94. It's really intense. So okay. So Luna has her little nose and her little mouth. Of course she's happy because she's in Polnareff Land. Who wouldn't be happy to be in Polnareff Land? Dang it. What are you doing, iPad? Listen to my commands. Okay, there we go. Who would not be happy to be in Polnareff Land? Yeah, they really do help. Like, you know, I started using my own characters as references after I forgot that Rain uses hairpins. When I accidentally forgot to put Rain's hairpins on one drawing, I felt like a complete buffoon. I felt so bad that I forgot details of my own characters. That legit, I just have to. I can't draw if I don't have the references for those characters. And actually, I remember last time I drew Seth. I did something for Seth. I didn't use references at first because I was like, oh, I know Seth. I know Seth. And then I finished it and I was like, wait, the scars. So I can I can agree with you on that because when I last time I drew Seth, I also forgot the scars and I had to add them in afterwards. But yeah, Seth is the best character, by the way. I love Seth. So Luna has like her little like hair thingy. Oh, I don't know what to call it. Like a I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it. Like a hairbang. Also, they really are. I don't know why. Even though they're like part of like one of the biggest part of his character, they're just you just forget they're there. You just concentrate on how awesome he is. Also, you guys are gonna see how much I struggle drawing my own characters. But yeah, I struggle a lot. Even if I say I know how to draw, I really don't. Let's go back to this one. Oh, yeah, and you'll see how many layers I use as well. I use a little bit too much. Yeah, and Luna looks kind of weird when she doesn't have her full hair. I don't know why. I just my characters look weird. Actually, Luna wasn't meant to have like the long hair on the back. She wasn't meant to be that, but I had to add it because she looked weird without it, and she didn't look a lot like Lorena. I wanted her to look like Lorena and Samael at the same time. That's a that's a little something. When I made Luna's original design, I had to make sure she looked at least a little bit like Lorena, but not completely. I didn't want her to look completely like Lorena. You think so? That honestly makes me feel a lot better because I thought she looked a little bit like off. I thought she didn't look much like either of them. Even though she has like the little Starnaly thing on the top. Like yeah, every single Starnaly has a this the little like thing the thing the thing that thing the thing that every Starnaly kid has to have that the thing. Yeah, I'll have to lower her a little bit. I think I made her too tall. But now she's looking a little bit like Lorena. I like that. Oh no, I just committed a sin. I united all the layers. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Nothing. I use all layers for no reason. Because I don't really need them. This is like a sketch. Okay, so then after that, I'll do her shoulders. Ooh, that's ugly. Better, a lot better. And I'll just do that because I'm lazy. That looks weird. Really weird. at that. Oh, that looks too huge. It's not the best. Yeah. I don't okay. In the line art, don't combine the layers until you're done. In the sketch, you could. And yeah, the little tug thing they have on the head, that thing. Every single Starnaly has one. If you see a character with that, he's definitely a Starnaly. It's like, it's like the Joestar mark from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's like technically that. If they have it, then they're a Joestar, even if their last name is not Joestar. Oh, come on. Just copy paste it. Just copy paste it. Just be smart about it. Just just don't pass it. No, don't be there. That looks weird. Yeah, I should dedicate more time to this, but I want to make like I said at the beginning of the stream, I want to make drawings as quick as possible. That is my end goal, to make them as quick as possible. And even though that's not helpful because it hurts the quality, for this stream, I want to make it like that. But yeah, something I never forget about is the details in their outfits. I always remember how their outfits are and work. That's a little detail I never forget about. Real quick, doing everything real quick. Although I like the face, how it's looking. And lastly, the eyes. Oh, it looks weird. Just do it like this. Come on. That's fine. Oh no, she looks weird. How do I fix her? She looks weird. Just put the nose down. In the mouth. Put the mouth put the mouth down. Oh, she looks weird. I'm glad you like the HLC uniforms. I actually spent a lot of time thinking about their details. More time than I should have, probably. But yeah, I did, because I actually like clothing design. I like making clothing designs. Even if my clothing is sometimes really simple, because I just like turtlenecks. That's why everything in my characters has, almost every single character has a turtleneck. Even if I don't own a single turtleneck, I want you guys to know I don't own a single turtleneck, but I love turtlenecks. That's Miss Luna. I'm just going to merge all the layers, do a sin, commit a sin. Yeah, so we have pretty much the same thing, the same problem. Like all our characters have one type of clothing that we do not own or have seen. Like honestly, I have not seen a person in real life wearing a turtleneck. And I have never wore a turtleneck in my life. But the thing is that where I live, wearing a turtleneck is like, bro, you want to die? Because it's so hot here that legit, like, wearing a turtleneck is like trying to kill yourself. So it's really, really rare to see someone with a turtleneck here. But blazers, on the other hand, I think I own like two of them, I believe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do own two blazers. So it's time for the line art phase. My favorite phase of all is where you can all see how much I struggle being an artist. They're almost there, almost touching each other. There we go. Just that little tiny, whiny little. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there you go. No, it looks weird now. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Legit, Canada is like a snow kingdom. Over here where I live in Puerto Rico, it's just summer all year long. Legitimately summer all year long. Okay, so Miss Luna over here has her little nose and her little mouth. I don't like that. Yeah, this is how I draw most of the time. I draw something, I say I don't like that, and I delete it and do it again. It looks weird. There we go. Much better. There we go. It's just winter all year long. It's just winter here and winter there. I actually I've always wanted to visit Canada, and I also had plans before and to move there when I was old enough because I actually like winter. Like I really like the winter aesthetic and the cold. I actually like the cold, and that's weird saying it because where I live there's legit no cold. It's always really hot, and I've always been accustomed to being really hot. But I always wanted to experience how it would be to go somewhere like that. And plus, Canada is really beautiful. And I always wanted to go to different places. I also wanted to go see places like I don't know, New York or something like that. I always wanted to see um, faraway places and that where it snows because I always wanted to see snow. I've never seen snow in my life. And even if nah, I don't think you're biased on that, because it's honestly a beautiful place to be, and I always wanted to visit it. Even I even wanted to live there once. I even started looking for universities and jobs there once upon a time, but I can't move because I don't have the money to move or someone to stay with over there, because my family's from Florida. Well, most of them are in Florida, so I can't really move to Canada. Like, where am I going to stay? Although I found jobs that were like, oh, if you apply and if pass the interview, we'll find you a place to live and blah blah blah. I was like, bro, I'm only 18. Like, I can't like, I can, but I can't like leave just yet. What about everything, you know? I don't even have a car driving license. Like, come on. I don't know. This Luna looks really weird. But yeah, Canada's awesome. I want to go there. And I also wanted to show people where I live too. I like showing off like different places here in Puerto Rico, like San Juan, which is our capital, and El Yunque, which is a national rainforest. I always want to show people different places from the island because to me it's really beautiful as well. Like, I don't hate where I live. I don't like it either, but I don't hate it. And I always thought of, hey, how would I be if I were a tourist to one of my friends from, the United States or other places of the world? Like, how would I be? Like, I always wanted to experiment that. And I don't know. I guess I always wanted to show off how cool this little island is, even if it's like not the best place in the world, still pretty interesting. Yeah, exactly. It is a very nice place to live. Not gonna lie, cause there's a lot of things to do here. There's a lot of places to see, and you can go to the beach pretty much whenever you want. Like, the beach is never ever closed. But when it comes to summer, if you do not have an air conditioning or if you do not have like a lot of fans, yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to handle the heat. You're probably not gonna be able to handle the heat because it gets pretty hot. Like, it gets like, it doesn't get insanely hot, but the thing is that it's not really insanely hot because the highest it has ever gotten to is like 98 Fahrenheit. But the thing is that it's really humid. And since it's so humid, the temperature may be at 98, but you'll feel it like it's like 108 or 109 or something like that. It can get very, very insane. But there's so many nice places to live here. There's like really, there's like the countryside, there's like the city side, there's like the rich people side. There's so many places to go here in Puerto Rico, and no, it's not really that bad with the heat itself. Like, it's not like, oh my god, I'm burning. It's just hot. If you have a fan, you'll be fine. And but if you live in a very humid area of the island, then you're probably going to feel pretty bad. But if you don't, then it's not really that bad. Because, for example, right now I have my air conditioning on, and I don't care about the heat. I don't care about anything. But if I go outside, I'm probably gonna feel kind of uncomfortable with the heat because it's really humid where I live. But if you go somewhere like the center of the island where there's like mountains and stuff, oh, you'll feel fine. It's like nothing ever happened. It's like a very nice weather. And you can go to the beach at any time of the year. You're not gonna regret it. You know, it's always gonna be nice going to the beach here. You can, you know, there's never a time where they're like, oh yeah, you can't go to the beach because it's like super cold, or you can't go to the beach because of this. You know, you can always go to the beach. That's why a lot of people like vacationing here. Like a lot of people from the States, or a lot of people from, you know, Asia or Europe. Like where I work, a lot of those people go to vacation or to live even. And yeah, like legit. Like I went to the beach. Last time I went to the beach, it was like December like 22 or something like that. And I just went to the beach and was like nothing. It was like normal. Like it to me is like every day. And I know that in other places, going to the beach like in December is like what the heck, bro? What are you doing? Like you wanna die of hypothermia or something? But here is completely fine. Like the sun is always out. Sometimes it's breezier than other times. You know, you can feel more breeze sometimes. Sometimes you don't feel much breeze, depending on the weather and the time of year. But honestly, it's really nice. But still, I like going to the beach. Um, Sometimes quite a lot with my friends, but I'm not really that much of a beach guy. So I wouldn't miss it if I were to go somewhere like Canada or Alaska. Two places I've always wanted to visit. Being a U.S. citizen, because if you live in Puerto Rico, you become a U.S. citizen, allows you to live wherever you want in the United States, and that I find that pretty cool. Also, if I went to the beach day, jeez, I can imagine that just a snow-covered field with just ice moving a little bit because of the waves or something. I actually doesn't that I stutter too much. That sounds beautiful, but at the same time, kind of sad because you can't, like you go to the beach, like yes, the beach. I'm gonna make some sand castles. I'm going to do a lot of things, and then you get there and it's like ice and snow. And it's like, oh, the beach. Give me 1 second. I'll be right here. I just have to answer one message real quick. Oh, that's not good. Well, I'll have to end the stream here, guys. I'm sorry to say that. I may do another stream later today, but something just happened and I cannot stay in the stream any longer. Let me see. Where I live, you're allowed to go ice fishing with an license and snowboarding. So typically during the winter, that's how we do. Ah, I see. I always wanted to go fishing. I've never been fishing before, honestly. The ice fishing does sound pretty cool, and snowmobiling as well. Like I always wanted to go snowmobiling as well. But I'll have to leave this for another conversation. We'll keep this conversation for next time. I have to get going, guys. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support and questions and talks and just you guys visiting me here in my stream. So thank you so much. I really hope you had a great time here, guys, and thank you so much for being here. You too have a great day and good luck at work as well. And well, I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Like, oop, I accidentally did that. Let me see.